Hi folks, Bob here. This is the first dig of 2016 and as you can see there's still some snow on the ground. I'm going to try and find some targets in this place. It's been a productive park, at least it was last year. I found quite a few good nice little relics in this area. So I'm going to try and we'll see what the park produces. I've got my Garrett with the small coil, the small double D. It's the park. This park has some trashy areas in it, so it's a question of sacrificing a little bit of depth for more accuracy using the small coil. But we'll see how it goes. Anxious to give it its first test run. So we'll be back at you when I've got something. So I've got a target here, and it rang up on a steady 80, somewhere 80, 81, which is a pretty good, haven't dug it out. Hoping that the first dig of the season isn't trash, so let's see what we've got. Lucky penny. Okay, well, good sign. Not a big deal. Don't know what the date is. I'll have to clean it up and have a look. But it's a start. See you on the next one. Well, the old saying goes, you should always check your hole before leaving it. I came across same hole where I found the pocket knife. I came across this. The handle is obviously missing. Not sure what to make of this, but we'll put that aside for now. And then we have some ID. So what's in the ID? There's a coin in there. There's Stéphane Eric Lefebvre from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. In here, 1972. So I'm not sure quite what to make of this, except maybe possibly turning it over to the police and seeing whatever happened to Stéphane. Unusual. 2 knives and a wallet with ID in it in one hole. I'll check it out again and see if there's anything else to be found in there and be back to you shortly. I just dug this out of the hole. It popped, it was sitting right about here and it popped up. It's just a garden variety penny, I think, but we'll see. I'll show you what it looks like at the wrap up. Alright, I just dug another signal, and I don't know if you can spot that or not, but right about here you'll see another coin. Again, modern penny. Lots of those in the parks, but I'll take it. It's still a find, and it's always cool to find things from the past. A little piece of history. Somebody was sitting here under this tree and probably having a nice soft drink or something a few years back, and it's pretty well worn. It's quite thin, but again, we'll see when we get back. Catch your next hole. Here I am, really not too far from the last hole, probably 7 or 8 feet, and I came up with a 82 or an 84 signal, probably a penny, but let's see what we've got if I can narrow it down. Oh. Ah. Ah, there it is. Another penny, another target, another success. Catch you on the next one. I've got another target here. Let's try a live dig, and we'll see what that produces. My guess is it's probably a pull tab from the signal, but and you dig a lot of that stuff. You've got to go through a lot of pull tabs to find pull tabs and bottle caps, because if you don't dig them, there's a real strong chance that you're going to be passing up something really good, because gold falls into that same target range signal. So let's see what we've got here. I don't have high hopes, but and I forgot to mention, tinfoil falls into that range too, and that's what this is. But a lot of times your target is masked, so by another signal, so it's always a good idea, always, to check the hole twice. Oh, there is something else here. No, what it's picking up is my canister. So, all right, so that hole is done. Let's go on to the next one. So I got a reasonably good signal at this hole here, but I don't think you can see. If I try to get a little closer here, you may be able to. If you look right where my finger is here, let me see if I can zoom that in. If you look right there, it's another little gift. Again, looks like I nicked it a bit here with the digger, but I think it's a pretty modern penny. But still a keeper. See you next time. Hi folks. Just to show you, I just picked out of this hole. I don't know if that's going to focus, and I can't read that, but I will later. It looks like a piece of a small bracelet, and it's in pretty good shape. It's got, it could have been a pin. Yeah, it looks like it was a pin, and then attached to a small chain. So not quite sure. I think it's brass. It came out nice and clean. Usually that's a sign that it's gold, but I'm not sure. I'll check later, but I think this is brass. But I'll take it. So we'll keep going. All right, I got another signal here. Likely a penny again, but that's what you find mostly is pennies and bottle caps and pull tabs. But you've got to dig it all, because a lot of them have overlapping signals with gold and silver, and it's just the luck of the draw. But you got to be persistent and dig everything. Now this rang up in the 80s, 81, 82. My guess is that although that could be silver, but it's almost always a penny. So let's find out together. if you can see that, but right about there. Yeah, another penny. I'll take it. Keep going. So, no sooner did I complain about the pennies, I'm not even maybe 3 or 4 feet away from the last hole that I dug, and dug this hole. Out pops up a toonie again. New coin, but it's not a penny. I'll take it. On to the next one. Right, I had a pretty good signal that I just dug up. I don't know what it is because I haven't checked it out yet, but let me see if I can sort of look around it. Still don't know what it is. Looks like it might be an earring or something. Or a ring that's been crushed. Cool find. It's nice that the stone is still in it. And I've got another target with about the same signal not too far from here. So I'll fill this hole up, and if the other one produces, I'll get back to you. So this is the hole that I just dug. The hole where I pulled that ring or earring out of is right here. I filled it back up, which you should always do. And I got a signal right beside it, so I haven't checked it yet. We'll do that together. And there you go. Tin foil. Tin always gives a really high reading, and you've got to dig it. You just have to. You just never know. So, catch you on the next one. Alright, so dig number 1 for 2016 is done. It was actually quite a nice day. I'm going to do just a very quick wrap up for you to show you what I did. I only spent about 2 hours out here, but productive first day, and like I said earlier in the vid, a lot of these signals are junk, but you've got to dig them because they fall into the same range as some pieces of gold. So if you don't dig them, you could be missing an opportunity. The small 5x8 coil that I used today was a great experience. It found targets that I'd previously gone over and missed because there were a lot of other pieces of iron in the ground. Anyway, let's get to it. It was just a very short dig, couple of hours, but here's the booty, the loot, excuse me. Okay, first of all, the junk. You'll see here lots of, I think this is probably the piece for one of the mechanisms for an old clock. And there were a couple of pieces like that I found in there, not worth keeping, but you dig it up because first of all it cleans the park, and number 2, next time you come back you're not going over those same signals digging them again. So any of the junk that you find, you dig up. Same thing with the holes. Everything that that you dig, you cover it back up. So just bottle caps, lots and lots of bottle caps and pull tabs. That's just par for the course for this kind of hobby. Anyway, that's the junk, and you can't get away from it. It's always there. You're going to dig it up forever. The interesting find, well, let me shoot over here for the coin finds. I've got maybe 15 or 20 cents worth of pennies and a toonie. I came across this little gem, and I still haven't figured out what the reading what it says on it, but I'll figure that out when I get home and take a look at it under the microscope or under a magnifying glass. And that other piece that I found did turn out to be a ring, a crushed ring, which they're always a neat find. I'm guessing probably sterling as the mount, but what is that? An amber stone, maybe? I don't know. Probably not overly valuable, but always a cool find. I love finding rings, and finding one on the first day is a bonus. So there's that. Now the real this was just a. It looks almost like a small brake shoe, maybe for a bike or something. I'm not sure. The interesting find is what I dug up with Eric Lefebvre. I dug up a wallet. I dug up this knife beside it. And not too far from it, I dug up this pocket knife along with a rusted old holster. It fell apart when I opened it up. The neat thing about this, though, is that if you take a look at the initials that are etched in there, it also looks like Stefan Lefebvre. Sorry, it's Stefan Eric Lefebvre. So the question is, what is this knife doing buried with his ID and this long blade knife? And that's a very interesting question. So I've got a little research to do. I'm going to check this out, see if I can track down Stefan Eric Lefebvre. And I have a friend who's an Ottawa police officer. Maybe they can run the ID and see. He's apparently from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, and we'll see what gives with this Stefan Eric Lefebvre. Whether these are sort of buried evidence or evidence of something maybe a little more serious. We'll see. That's it for now. It was a good first day. All the best. Catch you in the next video.